Hello, this is Nintendo 14. Doing a playthrough. Hold on. Real quick. Okay, yeah. Pokemon Rumble. Now, this Battle Royale, it's gonna be a lot tougher. Oh, Jesus. Okay, good. Now, I gotta be very, very careful. Now, Mewtwo is really, really tough. He is a pushover. Are you freaking serious? You know what? After trying for like 5 times, I simply cannot do it again. Okay? This Battle Royale is the most meanest, cruel, and unforgiving level I've ever played in my life. I'm freaking serious. I cannot beat it again, okay?
"5 years later, it remains just as that." So, hey, not much has changed. Not only that, you know, I still haven't beaten this Battle Royale, but it's now the 5-year anniversary. 5 years later, and I still haven't beaten this sucker. So, I have here these hearts. My 8 Pokemon that I'll be heading into this. And you know what? This has been on my mind for the last 5 years. Let's go ahead and conquer this thing. But first, let's go over to the old moves rotator. Forgot the name of it. It's been that long. And, you know, try and get something good with it. So, I have listened to all the comments from the last video in the extras. As I take the moment to thank you. To thank every one of you who's watched that extras video. Didn't expect that to be my most viewed video. So, yeah, I've been reading a lot of the comments from those videos. I have somehow been able to apply the stuff of it from that video, such as I was able to acquire a Machamp that has the Focus Blast and the Cross Chop. So I'll be using that sometime in this recording. So if you haven't noticed by now, such a task that I have upon myself, that this means that I won't be doing this live. This is post commentary, so I needed my full concentration in order to make this possible. So initially, my first attempt in this, I said to watch out for all the Pokemon, but I do have a specific list. The Dojos that have just a huge attack range, or whatever, a huge attack range. If you can, and try and get them into a spot where you can attack them, then go ahead. But otherwise, I'd leave the Dojos to themselves, unless if you can get lucky like I did right there and take them all down without them hitting you, because you really don't want to be taking a lot of damage from attacks like that. So, if you can find a corner through this Battle Royale, there are a few corners you can hang out by. You can get in for some good hits without getting yourself hit, because you won't be doing that much damage to these guys. It'll take about 5 or 6 hits with the Cross Chop to take them down. As for you, you're only able to be getting hit a few times before you're knocked down, and as you can see in the bottom right, you only have 3 tries each round. There are 2 rounds. If you don't remember, there's the first one and there's another one. So I get a little lucky here and actually plan this out really good. Is that the majority of the Pokemon in this first round are either rock or fire. So the Pokemon that I have chosen, which is the Empoleon, which put in just a phenomenal job. It just put in so much work. With I have it with the Protect and Hydro Pump. So I was able to use that to the maximum ability, and they weren't really able to touch me, and I can make the most out of my second Wonder Key as we're going halfway. So this hasn't changed. Also, during the end, somewhere to the end, we have our three rivals. Here we are. We have Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Obviously, since they're our rivals, they're going to be the ones that are going to be the toughest to take down. They hit hard, and they won't go down without a fight. They'll take quite a few amounts of hits to take down. So it's also pretty wise, as always, to let them hit each other to do a little extra damage. And since we got the extra Wonder Key, if we need to switch out to another Pokemon that we can, that we feel like we could do more damage, then we can. But since this is the post commentary, I'll just say this right now. I don't have to use my Wonder Key because I can just take him down with ease with this Empoleon, which has a really great move for this type of situation. When you don't need to take hits, you can just sponge it up thanks to the Protect. So there's that. But my tip is another tip I can give you for this, since it's just so unforgivingly tough. I was just lucky to even beat it a second time. Yes, I did. I mean, that's the whole reason why I made this video, because I have to start what I didn't finish. So for each Battle Royale, you should always go in there with a fresh toy Pokemon. Never go in there with a toy Pokemon with less health. Even if you think it's going to get you far, I'd say advise no. That is if you can finish a round with that Pokemon without taking damage, then you're good. But just a sliver amount of health that it may have lost, it won't do you much good. So make sure you go in here with fresh health. And with all these normal Pokemon, this makes Machamp just the champion of the world, because the majority of the Pokemon in the second round are weak to fighting, so that will pay dividend to us. So with this suggested Machamp that I was able to get, I did have a few copies. Like I did have two Machamps. I used the other one in the last round. That one had the Cross Chomp, and I decided to have close combat. That was the best I could get. So in case if I need a little bit more firepower with a bit more speed, but you know, if I'm not too concerned about taking damage. So there's that. And then with the second round, you wanna go in there and hit hard. Just bring all your heavy hitters, the one with the highest power level, whichever you want to go with, and just survive as long as you can. Get every amount of screen time you can with each and every single toy Pokemon that you have. You don't want one of your Wonder Keys going to waste as you're battling. So we're getting to more. So there's gonna be a lot of Pokemon, as I said. Not only that there's gonna be normal types, but there are a few steel types that will benefit us, Empoleon's being one of them. And then later on we're gonna have some Magnezones. So they're gonna be really easy to take down. And if you can just survive as long as you can with your first Wonder Key, they'll be really good, because what's coming up is you're gonna need everything you can get. You gotta have as much as you can get saved for the last part of this, because it's just gonna be all hell. So if you can do that, then you're gonna have yourself the best shot at beating this, because one slight mistake, just one slight mistake that could end up wasting a Wonder Key, you might as well just end up restarting, because there's no way you're gonna get to the end with maybe like just one Wonder Key left and just a toy Pokemon with half health. So make sure you, at this point, when you get to Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, make sure you have, I'd say, have all your Wonder Keys at this point. That is probably the greatest shot. And then try and survive with your last Wonder Key up to the point where all you have left is the three legendaries from the Sinnoh region. So once you get that, you're really in good shape for the next wave, or the final wave. So with that all out the way for my tips, let's reflect back on the 5 years that I've been on YouTube. So, in case if you haven't noticed, or if you want to know, I joined YouTube because I was inspired by my friend Aaron. This was 5 years ago. He would allow me to. I go down, so I got one more shot. So I decided to. I was thinking about going for the Empoleon, but he doesn't have that much health, and I don't want to see that as being a waste. So instead, I'm going to go with my other Empoleon, which has a lot of tech. I'll get back to the story a little bit, but this techie Empoleon, that means if I have a weaker attack, it'll become stronger. So that goes really good with the Metal Claw, which is it's only a 3-star attack, and that means it'll be a little bit stronger. On top of when I get the ability where it raises its attack. That was a really good bonus there, but unfortunately it's not going to be able to tank all these hits. He's already dead after just one hit. So getting back to what I was getting, we're going really close to. So I was starring in some of Aaron's videos, and then I had the idea of I wanted to let's play or play through videos on my own, and I would wanted to see Aaron do that for his own channel on his own. So I wanted to see that, but unfortunately that's not where it went. Aaron only did a few more videos with himself, and then a few more with me until he quit on that. So I went my own ways, and then I had to move from North Carolina, and then in 2013, Jeremy J-Dash at this point in the video, he picked me up, and here I am with the Game Master guys. That's my brief history on that. So with this Moltres, as great as the Machamp is with the Focus Blast and the Cross Chomp, I think this Moltres that I tried to get last time, this puts in the greatest amount of work with the heat wave that could potentially get any burns. But most importantly is the Sky Attack, and the ability to just strafe back and forth and just put in flinch abilities. That's the ultimate killer for Mewtwo in my opinion. And this is my strategy on how I beat the Battle Royale 4-1 and 4-2 both times. So there we go. I did it. I accomplished what I've wanted to do for a very long time, and that's beating this last Battle Royale. So, with that, I have accomplished that. So, what's next for my channel? Well, we only have a few more weeks left in this year of 2015. Obviously, I'm uploading this on Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody here who lives in America. This is an American tradition. This isn't something that you'd be celebrating in Europe. So for all us Westerners that live in America, just happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoyed turkey and the mashed potatoes. That was also some stuff that I was bringing up in my previous videos, because those were uploaded on the same given day, just a different year. So with this Moltres, I think I'll just treasure this moment with that Moltres as being my most powerful toy Pokemon in Pokemon Rumble. Speaking of Pokemon Rumble, there are some other installments of Pokemon Rumble that I could be playing. Who knows? If you want me to go ahead and play what's next after this game, I will. So thank you for playing. Thank you for watching my channel for 5 years. If you've been watching for that long, so I was able to go back and complete what I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and that's it. So tune next time for what could I be doing. The choice is either yours or mine. Who knows? We'll have both implications on what we could do together in the future. So I've been Nintendo 14, and I will see you guys in the next video.